Hello and welcome back. This time we have new updates to the main menu. We have more insights for your data and a lot more to dig into. So let's get right into it. We are starting things off where I like to start things off. SAS Information Catalog, our home to find insights into our data. And in the last episode, we looked at the new and refreshed overview page of any assets that you have in here. Now, this looked great, but now this has been expanded to the column profile page. By default, it now gives you a view for each column. You don't have to click into that column view any longer. And also, I feel like it's a lot more structured, easier to consume, and like everything is there that I want. Even advanced analytics pieces if there are correlations, and for data governance pieces, if you have business terms attached or classifications on it, you can see that here as well. But of course, the metric table is not gone. It's still here and you can easily navigate to it and also see that type of information like the correlation between columns in here as well. So awesome new updated view of this that makes it easier to navigate and get where you want to be faster and understand your data faster. With that, talking about getting places faster, let's open up the main menu. And this has greatly changed. First up, we have beautiful new icons up here that I find really helpful to quickly visually navigate through the analytical lifecycle. But then on the right hand side, maybe this must be my new favorite feature for this year, is the ability to quickly navigate through content that you have touched within SAS Viya. So be that tables that open up an information catalog, be it reports in visual analytics, be it model studio project, decisions, whatever you have and open up, it will keep track for you and you can just jump to those pieces. SAS code, right? So good. But you can also switch that to go to things like my favorites. So you can quickly navigate to those assets you want to make use of the most. And finally, if you have colleagues that share content with you, unlike with me, I only have one that has been shared with me, you can also quickly navigate to that content through here. This is so cool to me and really a booster to how I move throughout the SAS Viya platform. Speaking of, let's click on this Model Studio project because we are going to be looking at a new feature that has been added this month within SAS Model Studio. In here, I have just created a simple example project, but the interesting new node that we have gotten, which can be found under the miscellaneous nodes, is the model registration node. Now, the model registration node is always a terminal node within your branch that you're working with, meaning there is nothing that can come after model registration, which does make sense. It allows you to register models, including their pre-processing step that sit above them, to SAS Model Manager. Now, the cool thing here is this isn't only applicable to things like the supervised learning models, but also to unsupervised learning models that you create in here. For example, if you just want the clustering model that you have built in here, you can go ahead, say, add a child node, miscellaneous, and then model registration. Of course, you could also drag and drop into this. You will get a note that you have to run this node first. Let's dismiss this message for any further pieces and let's run it. As part of running this node, it will take a look and make sure that it has all the required metadata to create rich assets for the SAS Model Manager for us here. While this one is running, let's look at the results of the one that we already ran here. We can see all the score code that's being created. We get the inputs and outputs, the training code, and the associated properties for our model here. Of course, we can also export that as a PDF. And then in here, we can now right-click it to register our model or publish the model to mass, to soccer, or to CAS as appropriate for your use case here. This doesn't only work for clustering, but also for things like let's go ahead and add the text mining node into this. And of course, on this one, we can also add a child node and add a model registration one. So you have a lot of control with this one on what you register back into Model Manager if you find sub ideas that you really like during your exploration, or one of those unsupervised models is really the helpful piece that you want to pull out and move there. This is awesome. This is such a cool utility that makes building more customized pipelines easier than ever before. So I really appreciate this feature. To round out this release, we are going down to the administration section in the main menu, and we are going to be opening up Manage Workflows. Manage Workflows leads us to SAS Workflow Manager, which is the utility through which you can build out workflows that you can attach to decisions and models to enable things like 4i principle, but we also have templates to implement fairness and bias detection and topics like that. So it's a really powerful tool, and it now, with the new release, also has gotten a SAS Viya Copilot that can help answer questions for you about the SAS Workflow Manager in general, specific nodes and interactions, so you can just dig in, ask it your questions without having to go to the SAS documentation. A really helpful utility. Rounding things out is a feature I can't show you, but I want to talk about nonetheless because it's so impactful. SAS has updated its policy for which Kubernetes distributions can be used to deploy SAS Viya on top of. So the list of distributions has vastly expanded. There is a full list in here that talks about all the supported releases. They have to be certified by the Cloud Native Computing Foundation. And if you scroll down here, you get a list of all of these that have been certified. There are 65 of them in here. So that should really expand the capabilities of where you can deploy this. Super cool, and I think this opens up a lot of possibilities for many out there. Let's move on and talk about the new custom step that has been released this month, and that is SAM, for medication adherence risk. This is a custom step that enables you to build and execute the model pipeline behind the SAS medication adherence risk model, which is an add-on model that you can license from SAS and deploy as part of your SAS Viya environment, and this makes the usage of it a lot easier. Super cool new custom step. Check it out if you have any interest in medication adherence risk. Next up, 3 articles from the SAS community. First up, the Visual Analytics Alphabet series. Now, I'm gonna start you off here with the data piece, but there's already at least 2 more articles. They all link to each other and move you along. It's a super cool article that helps you understand more of visual analytics and get more insights on how to approach certain topics with a practical example included. So super cool series. Check it out and keep up to date as more articles seem to be coming out regularly. Next up is excluding nodes in SAS Studio Flows, a smarter way to test, debug, and iterate. This article really opened my eyes to the possibilities of excluding nodes in your SAS Studio Flows and how you can use that to your advantage. And finally, we also previously talked about ProcR, but this article and its second part dive way deeper into ProcR and how you can make use of it. So please, if you like it, check it out and leave it a like in the SAS communities. With that, we come to the end of this month's release. See you next time, and bye-bye.